Okay, I'm back here in part two concerning Morgellons care for the ears, eyes, sinuses, and throat. And I was just leaving off in part one uh, concerning flushing the ears, and of course I'll reiterate that again, and that is don't flush your ears more than 3 times. Surely the time will come when you'll have to, for sure, be dealing with your ears. Sometimes what feels like around the clock. Uh, but fret not, just endure, persevere, and endure, and and pray. That's what we did. So back again. Don't forget the swimmer's ear. Every time you're in the shower, the bath, pool, sauna, whatever you do, make sure you have this and keep your ears dry. These bugs can come up from your feet, and as they come out of your feet, they will run right up your leg, and it's almost like they know exactly where they're going. I am absolutely positively convinced they're more than able to communicate with each other, and that somehow or another they seek to actually set up a network in different part of our bodies. Our job is, just as a general would raise his army up, is to defeat the other army and to break those networks, to be very aggressive, persevere, and endure. And I can't stress how much you're going to need to do that, and just continue to, and just have faith and continue on. The That about wraps up things just for the ear. And so, like I said, your ear. One thing I do want to add: after your ear is dry, get some oil and put oil in your ear. Get it all the way down in the bottom of your ear. It would help soften any wax as well. Virgin oil, extra virgin olive oil works perfectly. You can put it on the outside of the ear as well. Don't worry about it saturating anything. That's good because biofilm does not stick to the ear any more than silicone would. So, and that's the idea. You don't want to deal with the biofilm inside the ear. This is why you need to clean your ear every day, whether there's anything in it or not, whether there's any movement, you need to take care of your ears. Okay, and don't forget the vapor rub. If it feels stopped up or you start to have sinus problems, you can put the cotton back in your ear with the vapor rub on it, and that will help with the sinuses. That'll help with the ear canal, and you can rub some around the nose. Now, your eyes are very important. Again, we're talking about moisture. They come down. They're looking for moisture. They love to embed themselves in the eyebrows, anywhere there's hair. Most of us do not shave our eyebrows completely off. I believe women could if they want to pencil them in, but I, I, uh, I didn't pencil my eyebrows, obviously, but I did end up shaving them at one point on the side here, just a little bit, and but what you got to do is keep them out of your eyes. I did go to see an ophthalmologist at one point in a VA hospital. They knew absolutely nothing about Morgellons, as all the doctors know nothing everywhere. And I sat down and told them, don't touch me, let me do what just speak to me and I'll follow your instructions. And I explained to him why. And then I told him about Morgellons. He says, I never heard it. And I said, well, he says, let me check. And he typed it into the computer, and up comes Morgellons. And so they do know, but the doctors don't know because he was very angry about it. and that he had not been notified of this in terms of a letter, and for him to keep up to date on the changes in the medical field. But these entities can get into the eyes. They most certainly will run into for that moisture. They'll get in there and they can lay the biofilm over the eye, over the cornea of the eye, and then the hatchlings from that can cause ulcerations in the eye, much like if you look around on films and stuff dealing with biofilm, you'll see people with what appears to be rashes all over them. The skin's ulcerated, eating even so bad that it has to be debrided and dug out and everything else. We too had to face some of that. I'll get into that when I talk about biofilm. I do have a video on one of these entities that its primary function is to lay that biofilm, and you can watch it and see it cast it off, and so we'll talk about that later. But anyway, it's important for you to work on your sinuses, keep your sinuses. Vicks is very good. And your eyebrows and your frontal sinuses up here, the maxillary sinuses, and the ethmoidal sinuses right in here. And I've had a lot of problems with this for the last 3 years, on and off. But I do use a product called Vicks Sinex. I've tried saltwater solutions, which may work for you. Certainly, every one of us, some things work for us, some things don't. There's no guarantee. So you have to shop around, you have to try. But the Sinex works as a decongestant, and it helps. And a lot of times you may even have to use a bobby pin at certain times. It's really strange. Also, Vicks Vapor Rub works real good. You can put a little bit of here, and just breathing it in will help open up your sinuses and prevent you feeling pressure or a sinus type headache, and get your throat open. You can put some down on the throat and around the neck as well, which will permeate the skin and area and the vapors. Just as when you were a child, mom might have put it all over your chest. You can do that as well. So Vicks works pretty good on those certain things. The next thing I want to talk about when we're talking about the eyes, I'm going to hop back to the eyes, is they make a product made by a company called Clear Eyes. Clear Eyes is for contact lenses, not the normal clear eyes for everyday people to wash their eyes out with, but you use this primarily and only for those people who have contact lenses. There's between the chemical and the saline, there's something in there that antagonizes the Morgellons, and when they get into your eye, quite often they're disturbed enough, they excrete the silicone, it hardens, and they become kind of sharp, almost like a piece of sand, and it can scratch the cornea, and it's very irritating. You want to get it out. As soon as you feel them anywhere near the eye, you want to stop what you're doing. If you're driving, do whatever you got to do, but stop. And go ahead and put the eye drops in. If your eye drops don't get them out, then draw a bath, jump in a pool, sauna, a bowl of water, a pot of water, stick your head in there, and do whatever is necessary. I'm going to have to, I'm at 9 minutes here, only got 13. I may be going to part 3 with this because I need to talk about the throat and some severe things can take place in the throat. So bear with me as I stumble on here. The clear eyes is very important to have and carry with you everywhere you go, just as the Sinex is something else you want to always have very close to you. And and of course, don't forget to carry a roll of tape that you can buy at Walmart, made by Bandit. I'll be doing a series on tape, which is extremely important because tape kills them. They can't get away. Okay, I want to discuss the throat here. And as I said, you can try different things as well with the Vicks Vapor Inhaler for your sinuses. And by the way, just as I was telling you about the Vicks on the cotton ball, if you're in the truck or car and you're riding somewhere, of course you don't carry this and can't do everything else, but you can take this and stick it in your ear. And believe it or not, it will stop whatever, if there's any movement or a problem going on. And if not, then you can pull over and do what you have to do with the bobby pin and take that with you everywhere you go. You need to have yourself just a little kit there that can deal with your ears and your eyes and your nose and sinuses everywhere you go. Okay, I'm going to end this video right here, and then I'll be back with you for part 3, which will be very short, but I want to discuss the throat and the many things that can go wrong. Okay, I thank you for listening and hope this helps you. Thank you for watching. Bye.